Hi guys, it's John back with another model final reveal video. A couple of months ago I started building a Tamiya kit of a dogfight double adversary set, and this is actually the result of that particular kit. I'm going to shock you now because what I'm going to do, everybody knows how big a big pen is. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that there. There's the big pen, and that gives you an idea of how big these models are. These kits are tiny. They're in 1/100 scale, and they're over North American F-86F Sabre and the McCoy & Gurevich MiG-15 Biz. Faggot. Faggot was a NATO code name for the MiG-15. But this kit is actually really nice, and if you ever have a chance to get hold of this kit, you should build it. It's really, really nice indeed. I was quite surprised. The interior detail is quite crude, but to be honest with you, when you've got the pilots in situ, you don't see an awful lot else going on in there at all. Anyway, I'm going to try and bring the cockpit canopies up close to so you can see them. That's the Russian pilot there with a nice white helmet, and there's the American pilot there with a nice red helmet. Quite a nice kit. If you turn them over, you can see the underside of the aircraft. They're both wheels down, and they're both quite nice. I was quite surprised how the Tamiya kits come out, and it's not hard to see why Tamiya are often the benchmark for companies trying to produce a quality kit. Did I have any problems with these models? In the construction, no. The construction of these kits they went smooth as pie. I had a bit of bother with the Sabre's silver coat, and I was expecting to have a bit of bother with the MiG-15 silver coat, but I used two different types of paint, and I was expecting to have bother with the acrylic paint and no problem whatsoever with the Humbrol enamel paint, but it was the other way round. When I painted the MiG-15, I used Tamiya acrylic titanium silver. I wanted to get a colour which made the aircraft look like it was sort of more robust and, if you like, not so well made. I'm not saying the MiG-15 isn't as well made as a Sabre, but what I'm saying is that the MiG-15 often just had polished aluminium or duralumin or whatever they were made of, rather than any paint applied to the aircraft, and the Sabre was generally higher polished metal. A lot of them were actually incredibly shiny, and the MiGs tended not to be, and I think it does reflect. That's the image I've got with these two kits. I think it does sort of reflect that, which is I was quite impressed with that. These models are not tail sitters. They will actually come off their tail fins if you drop them down. No issue with weighting them whatsoever, and I used no filler whatsoever in this kit at all. I did have some issue with the Sabre's paintwork. The titanium silver applied base coat went on quite roughly, and the second coat actually went on like a charm. I used about 50% thinner to produce the second coat, and as you can see, the finish I got, even with a brush, it's not bad. It's not a bad finish at all. I was quite impressed with that. The coat I got with the Humbrol G11 silver, the base coat went on quite nice, but when I applied the second coat, it pulled the base coat off the plastic, and I ended up having to clean the kit completely and start again. And I had to leave about a week between the first coat going on and the second coat going on. And the second coat, I used about 40% thinners to put the G11 paint on, and it still really didn't lie on the kit the way I wanted it to. I also had some issues with the transfers. I think the decals on this kit, being the kit was quite old, I think it's a 1970 release, the large yellow and black stripes for the Sabre, they just disintegrated as soon as I tried to manipulate them to put them onto the kit. And in the end, I just decided to try and build a kit that was sort of bereft of the yellow and black stripes altogether. And I think the kit looks better for it. You know, I was quite surprised. It does look better for it. So anyway, that's the final reveal for the Tamiya 1/100th scale adversary set of the North American F-86F Sabre and the Mikoyan Gurevich MiG-15 Biz, codenamed by NATO as the Faggot. Nice kit. I was right impressed with that. If you have any queries, questions, pop them in the comment slips and I'll try and get back to you as quickly as possible. Thanks for tuning in. I hope your modelling projects are going nice and smooth and you're having fun. Thanks for tuning in now, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye for now.